Since at least the 1960s, the moral paradigm that we've lived in the West broadly has taken aim at traditional sources of identity like the family, like the community, like the church, and indeed the nation. And the one that they hate the most, the one that the liberal mind fears the most, is the nation. Nationhood gives each place their distinct flavour and texture, and they make people different. And the liberal mind fears difference because its fundamental principle is equality. And when you have distinct nations, distinct peoples, with distinct identities and languages and so on, that makes people different, and the liberal mind views that as a source of division, but I don't view that as a source of division. I view it as a source of beauty. There's this narrative that's going around at the moment that we live in a two-tier society, and I don't actually agree with that. I think that we live in a multi-tier society, because the Irish, the Scottish and the Welsh, the other nations of Britain, they at least get their name spoken in the halls of power. They get their devolved parliaments, and they have their nominal nationalist parties, even though those parties are deeply subversive. But the English, the government will not even speak our name, unless it's in a sporting context. I saw Mike Tapp MP this morning actually celebrating St George's Day by citing, footballing victories, as if that's all it means to be English. And that kind of patriotism, that kind of faux, very superficial form of patriotism, I think is actually more subversive than just ignoring the English altogether. Because what it does is it turns our identity into something flat and superficial, but it's not that. It's something that's thousands of years old.